I think you first have to know is, you attract people when you're raising capital. You don't go cold call people and get out on the social media. Most of we have regulations about even posting our deals out there, and so it's almost kind of like you got to create something that attracts people. And one of the things I learned earlier was a concept of thought leadership. I mean, certainly, Whitney, this is what you're doing. You're providing a forum for people to come together and learn. It's not an intimidating environment. You're not selling anything. And so that's what thought leadership's about. I did it through blogging. And I'll at least blog once a month. Maybe I should do it more, but that's my business is keeping me pretty busy. So you got to be consistent with it, whatever you do. But I think blogging was a good way for me. Getting into apartment forums, Bigger Pockets you mentioned was a real estate place that, listen, I'm answering questions. I'm part of a syndication team. I love turning around and answering questions at Bigger Pockets. Hey, this is what I've learned, and then I'd use my blogs. I would link people to, hey, go read a blog. I've got 50 of these now. I probably talked about it or learned something about it. Go read this one. Here's 5 steps on the key essentials for raising capital. Here's why I like mobile home parks. Here's the 5 top things. So that became a way for people to come to my website. And when they came to my website, they'd fill out pieces of information for them. I'd get them usually on my newsletter at that point. So then they're starting to get some relationship with it. They say, hey, Dave, he looks like he knows what he's talking about. He's got all these blogs, he's on podcasts, but it's only been like 3 years. It hasn't, it's not like a lifetime of this stuff. It's just, I got excited. I got with the right people who are experts. I wanted to turn around and share that with people through some kind of thought leadership platform. And certainly what you're doing, Whitney, is a fantastic method. And there's a variety of the things that you can do. But anyway, that would be one tip I would say. Like, once you're with experts or partnering, find out a way to share information for free that's logical, makes sense. I mean, I wasn't a writer. I didn't know what blogging was. I had to go buy a book on blogging. Like I read it and it didn't really tell me much. I just started writing stuff, And I'm like, for blogging for me was maybe creative. It was all about length. I tend to be kind of wordy, so my big thing was just trying to keep it kind of tight. But I watched a lot of people on Bigger Pockets, and everybody put like 3 steps to this or 5 steps to that. So that's how I started. I was like, that kind of keeps it succinct, and just some of the things I learned. But yeah, I think that would be a wise thing to think about is you don't have to be, and the other thing is don't be a sales and marketing person if you're a capital raiser. I learned that right off the bat. I was like, man, if I feel like I'm talking to someone and trying to hammer this message home, I'm doing the wrong thing. It's just sit back and listen. And most of the information we're providing is pretty logical. Let them read it, let them look at it, ask them questions. And all we're really doing is answering questions. Just answering questions. And if you answer questions thoughtfully and carefully, and even if you don't know something, it's okay. Hey, I'll get back with the operator, especially if that's something technical. It's okay as long as you get back and with a quality response and reasonable time. And it just depressurizes the situation. Some people freak out when they have to ask for money. I'm just like, I lay it out there. If you're interested, well, great. Let's just show you how to do it and how we're going to, monitor this thing for you. And it's not a transactional deal. We really are into long-term relationships, long-term partners, and getting to know how this process works and explain it to people in a logical way that makes sense to them, right?